Okay, so it's been a while, but I am back, kind of briefly. I'm going to film some videos while the place is relatively quiet and it's the weekend, so I don't have much to do, although I am going out this evening. I've decided, after being tagged quite a while ago, to do the guilty pleasure tag. So the first question is, what is your guilty pleasure? And I'm not entirely sure. It's like, because a guilty pleasure is meant to be something that you kind of, you know that you shouldn't do, but you do it anyway. Um, so I kind of guess, like, snacking a lot, like, because it's like, I keep telling myself, oh, I won't snack as much anymore, I won't eat as many, like, really bad for, like, eating biscuits and chocolate and stuff. And I keep saying, oh, I'm going to cut down, I'm going to stop doing that, I'm going to cut down, I'm going to not do that anymore because I'm putting on quite a bit of weight, like, the past kind of couple of years. And then it's like, oh, but I feel hungry now, so let's have a packet of biscuits. Just, it's just kind of that kind of thing going on. So, yeah, that's my guilty pleasure. Question 2. Share something you did a long time ago that you're still ashamed of. Um, that's one that's slightly more awkward. Um, there's a few questions here where I have, like, immediate answers and a few that are kind of just like, well, I'm not entirely sure. Um, but I guess a long time ago that I'm still ashamed of. Um, I don't know. I guess when, um, I don't know. I don't tend to, like, be ashamed of anything I do because that kind of, um, means that, like, I regret doing something, and I don't tend to regret doing much. Um, I guess though, there is one thing, but it's an answer to another question, so you'll find out in a little bit. So the next question is, share one bad habit that you have. Um, and my worst habit that I do all the time, and it's really bad. And what I do is, the kind of dead, kind of loose skin on my fingers, I bite at it. So like some people bite their nails, I bite the skin around my nails. Yeah, it's kind of, yeah, it's not good. Um, but it's kind of like a compulsion now that I have to do it. Like, I can't not do it. Number 4, reveal one lie you've told. Um, well, when I was young-ish, I tried smoking once, and I lied about it for, like, quite a while. And then one of my well, I just didn't tell anyone. I didn't technically lie. I just didn't bring it up. And then I told one of my friends, and they told my mum, and I lied about it for like a month until I finally told her the truth. Um, but yeah. Um, okay, what's one silly thing you've got upset or angry over? Okay, now this is one that I have a kind of an anecdote for. Um, and this is also the one thing that I'm still ashamed of to this day. Um, I think it was it was definitely my birthday, but I think it was my 15th or 14th. And I was walking home with one of my friends, and I had told this friend that I didn't want anything for my birthday. I was in a really kind of bad place at the time, and I hated my birthday and everything. It was horrible. And I was just like, right, I don't want anything, do not get me anything, and, like, I was explicitly, completely serious that I did not want anything for my birthday off anyone. And this was one of my friends, and he decided it would be good, and it would cheer me up if he bought me just kind of a really small thing, like, and it was literally just a can of, I think it was like a cheap energy drink. It was like 35p from the shop. Um, and I basically was like, I told you not to get me anything, got really annoyed, like more annoyed than I really should have done, and I kind of swiped and hit the can out of his hand, and it kind of rolled on the floor. Um, and he just kind of picked it up and just kind of like, I was storming off, and he kind of just followed me silently. Um, yeah, so that I'm kind of still ashamed of, and yeah, it was something really stupid that I got very angry about. So next one, something you're really bad at. Um, Sports, I guess. Something I'm really bad at. I'm really bad at any sort of physical activity. So I decide not to do it. I walk a lot though. That's the most I do. Number 7, share something you preach but never do. Um, I have this kind of really important part of being me where I kind of try and compliment people and try and and I get like really like annoyed with people if they start like self-hating, like if they start like like saying stuff. I've got a friend at the moment who thinks he's getting fat because he's gained like a little bit of weight in the past few months, and I'm just like, you're not fat. You're not fat. Stop saying you're fat. You're not fat. And it's like it's like that thing where you're like, no, shut up. You're good. Okay, you're fine. But then I am exactly the same. Like I am really kind of no. I will not accept compliments. I will not. I'm just kind of really against anyone complimenting me. It's really weird. Um, Number 8. Have you ever stolen before? If so, what? Um, Not that I remember, so I don't think I have. I've been stolen from, but I've never stolen anything from anyone else. Um, Question 9. Reveal one act of revenge. Now, the closest I can get to this is basically if someone like really, really, really angers me, like proper anger, not like just kind of annoyed, like proper full-on kind of fury. I get really kind of cold with people. Like I don't care what, like I just feelings are just out the window, and I will just sit there and I will tell them exactly what I think of them in this kind of angered state, and like tell them like a lot of truths about themselves that are very negative. Um, Generally, for someone to do that, though, it means that the friendship's out the window anyway, because I do not get angry at people, not that angry anyway. Um, and chances are I wasn't friends with the person in the first place, so it doesn't really matter to me. But yeah, I just sit there and literally I just make them feel crap about themselves, and that is kind of the only kind of revenge-based thing that I ever do. But it's very effective. Question 10. Name somebody you used to envy. See, that's an awkward one, because again, it's kind of, envy is an awkward thing, because it means you want something that they have, generally, or you want something that, you want to be like them, or you want to do something that they do, or have something that they have. And I never really was that unhappy with anything, really. I mean, apart from, like, stupid things, like I used to envy my cousin because he used to get all the kind of latest games consoles, but that's about it. So nothing madly serious, but yeah, just anyone who had something better than me that I wanted. And number 11, a mischievous thing you did in your childhood. I have the worst story for this. Basically, when I was a kid, I didn't realize something. And basically, I decided that it would be funny if I hid behind the door at my nana's house, my grandmother's house, and jump out and surprise her. My mum was sat kind of in the room while I was doing this, and like my nana walked out. I jumped out, shouted kind of like boo. My nana just kind of waved it off, and my mum had a right kind of like shouted at me a lot, and she told me that my nana had heart problems, which I didn't know at the time. And she's like really kind of shouting at me, and my nana's just like, "Oh, leave him alone. He was only being silly." And like my mum's just like, "No, no, because it could have caused problems." And I'm just like, I sat there like, "I didn't know. I'm sorry." But yeah, so yeah, that was not a good thing for me to do, but I didn't know at the time. But anyway, that is the guilty pleasure tag. I will probably not tag anyone because most of the people I know are probably either already tagged, already doing it, or haven't, or have been tagged and haven't done it, or something along those lines. I don't know. But either way, if you want to do this tag, feel free to do it. If you haven't been tagged and you're one of the multiple people in the kind of little group that we have going on, I tag you. And in relation to my videos, I'm having less and less time for everything at the moment. So although I am going to try and upload more videos as time goes on, I'm not 100% sure if I will be able to, because now that I'm working kind of full time, trying to get like a social life, which is proving difficult. I'm doing book related events, which I need to do a video on shortly. So I will see you all next time, hopefully. If you do have any suggestions for videos, please feel free to comment them, or go over to my Facebook page, which is linked somewhere down below, and you can go and kind of have a little kind of, you know, message on the page, or post to the page, or whatever. But yeah, interact with me, because I love interacting with people. Also, I'm currently at 43 subscribers, 7 more till the giveaway, remember guys? Be aware of that. And yeah, so I shall see you next time. Thank you for watching.